My character is a guy called Matt Devlin, and he's a young detective sergeant in the equivalent of the Met Police for our purposes. And he's young, loves his job, idealistic copper who sort of loves the romantic idea of policing the streets of London, and is instinctive, very good, but maybe a bit too black and white about his. A bit too judgmental of people. He hasn't lived long enough to realise that life is inherently complicated.
So he has a partner in Ronnie Burks, who's kind of the opposite of him, I suppose. And could you just explain their relationship?
Well, he's the opposite, but he's not the opposite. I mean, Matt is just a younger man who hasn't maybe had the complications in life that Ronnie's had. But they're a double act, and they adore each other. They work together on every case that they come across, and they finish each other's sentences. They laugh at each other's jokes, and they respect each other. But they would never meet outside work. They're work desk mates that would never actually go for a drink together after work. It's quite an interesting thing, and that's really what Law and Order is. There is no kitchen sink. There's no downtime. It's all the case. It's always work. You never get to the home drama.
You have a great on-screen partnership with Bradley Walsh. And had you ever met him before this?
Never, no. I didn't even really know who Bradley Walsh was, to be honest. I hadn't seen him in Coronation Street. I never really liked The Wheel of Fortune, and I'd missed him. So I was slightly apprehensive, because I knew he was a comedian and he was a funny guy, and I thought, well, I hope the role is it's a realistic kind of show, and I wasn't sure quite how that would work. But Bradley, first and foremost, is has an amazing sense of character, and he makes us laugh all day long. He's got this French drunk film director who farts all the time that he plays just between the takes, and several other characters up his sleeve. And he's a lovely guy. He's someone that I admire and respect. He's a true entertainer, and he's a fantastic actor, and very easy guy to spend the day with.
And you prepared by actually going out on the beat with police in South London?
Yeah, I did. I spent a day with uniformed police around, Waterloo in the car, and driving around and just picking their brains, really sort of getting some sort of insight in terms of why they became policemen in the first place. That was the biggest question that I needed to answer, because not obviously, but I've never wanted to be a policeman, and I still don't. But I wanted to know why they joined, whether they were disappointed by the life, or whether they found it difficult, whether they had to compromise socially in terms of they're law enforcers, and yet do they obey the law, and all that kind of stuff. I was very interested in that, and then I went to Streatham to meet CID, and I met a couple of very interesting characters who were very intelligent, very open-eyed as to the sort of the pros and cons and the pluses and minuses, the things that are right and wrong about being a policeman and trying to do the job. And they were very interesting characters, and definitely helped me decide who Matt Devlin was.
You're from London originally, so what was it like just being back?
It was great. As I say, I've been away, I live in the States, and it's always nice to come home. It's especially nice when you're bringing something as classy as Law and Order to throw onto the streets of London. And the fact that we do shoot on the streets all the time has made it really special. I've found myself shooting outside places that I used to live as a kid, and there's something cool about you sort of see yourself walking down the street as an 8-year-old and wondering what will I be when I grow up, and here I am. I'm being a policeman, pretending to be on the streets of London. And London is definitely the hero of the show. That's what the show is really about. It's about this city and how people fall through the cracks and find themselves in desperate spots, and how the city tries to put things right again through the police and the legal process.
Well, can you tell us anything about the Battlestar Galactica final episode?
No, because you have to watch it. Because I've signed no, I haven't actually, but we all had to sign secrecy clauses and stuff. So I can't tell you much other than it's going to be fantastic. I haven't seen it. I've just read it and acted it, and it was truly a fitting ending to an amazing journey.
I heard it made you cry.
The script reading made me cry. It made everyone cry. It was pathetic. A bunch of self-indulgent actors wibbling over the fact that their jobs were about to end. I suppose that's a good reason to cry, especially in this economic climate. But no, the scripts were really, Ron Moore wrote some truly beautiful television scripts, and I hope the viewers agree.